Hello and welcome to Elegoo lab number 19. This was supposed to be about the real-time clock experiment, but as I experienced, there was a problem with the file that was supposed to be the zip file for this experiment. So let me show you my setup first, and then we'll get started on where I need to backtrack to make this lab work. Okay, so what I have right now is I have the real-time clock, which is right here, and it is hooked up to my R3. I followed the directions as it was on the disk for how to plug in the wires. I have my orange wire, which is my ground, and I have my yellow and blue wires off on the far two pegs, and then I have, oh, my mistake, the orange one is 5R, and then black is ground. So I hooked those up, made sure they were in the appropriate pins for this device right here. This is supposed to be the real-time clock. So I followed that on the disk. And then what I'm going to do now is show you the SketchUp where I started having problems. So this is the DS3231. So this is for the real-time clock, DS3231. I tried to pull the zip from its file on the disk, add the library to it, and the first problem it couldn't find ds3231.h, which is on this line right here. So then I went back and checked it again, kept coming up with the same error. So then I went up into my libraries, my managed libraries, and actually pulled a DS3231 that was the most relevant, most current. I tried to plug that in, and then I got the second error, which was RTC date time, telling me that it does not name a type, and it's asking me about date time question mark. So I tried to mess with this a little bit, and I might be at a point where I just need to ask my instructor, how do I proceed? Because there's actually a few other ways where this can snowball into a bigger thing when you start messing with other library files, where there was one I tried to download and ended up being a DS1300, and then ended up with a messed up. Let me pull that up right now. So there was that, and then there was this other one where this was included on the disk, the SQW32, I'm guessing kilohertz. And this one is telling me class DS3231 has no member name to begin, so at this point I just have to stop for the moment and say that this lab, I'm still trying to figure it out. I've got it wired the way that it's supposed to be wired, and I'm at a point where I just need to ask the right questions and try to get some help, because this is a lab I'm stuck on. But when it does get figured out, there'll be a separate video on it. Okay, thank you.